Dad opens the door and there's 2 police officers stood at the door. And they said, Mr. and Mrs. Carr, may we come in? And so they came in, sat down and said, I'm really sorry. We've got some really tragic bad news to tell you. Your son Paul has been killed in a car accident this evening by a drunk driver. He wasn't in the car. He was sat on a bench with 5 other children as young as 7. And what happened is 2 guys had finished work and they'd gone straight to the pub after work, had a couple of beers and decided to drive home. Now, on the way home, they thought it would be a great idea to race each other. So one car is doing between 80 to 90 miles an hour. The other one is chasing it. And they come towards an industrial estate with a bench opposite an industrial estate with 5 children on. The car pulls out the industrial estate. The first car seen it. The second car didn't. The second car hit the first car. The second car careered off the road and rolled over the bench and killed all 5 children, including my brother. Now, this happened at 7 o'clock and we were not told until 11, but there was a very good reason for that. Because whilst 4 of the children died at the scene, it was my brother went on to die later in hospital because he was the only one to survive that crash a further 3 hours. He died of internal bleeding. So when the paramedics arrived, they seen all the injured children and they said to my brother, it looks like you're okay on the surface. Can we go and attend to those that need it? So he said yes. Yeah. And sadly, he died much later in hospital because they couldn't actually see anything on the exterior, on the surface, that was wrong. And that tore my family apart because we didn't get any professional help. Now, when I say we didn't, Dad, in his infinite wisdom, chose not to accept professional help. When we talk about mental health, when we talk about trauma, it wasn't widely accepted back then. It was still very much
weakness or
completely. Yeah. You know, there was still the fear of being locked up in an asylum. And my dad had his own demons, as did Mum, and he didn't want this surfaced. So my dad was a very proud man. He said, no, we'll deal with it all internally. But he couldn't deal with it internally because we'd never been shown how to express emotions, talk about feelings. And so Dad didn't know how to either. Every time something surfaced, it would come up as anger and rage.